Sometimes you just have to hit the road. You pay the toll, you hit the gas, and you see where it takes you. Today, the road would lead me to Eureka Springs, Arkansas. Here we are in Eureka Springs for a little quick overnight road trip on a rainy day, but at least it's not pouring and at least it's not freezing. Hey, love this town. This is our B&B that we have. Come up these stairs right in here. Devin playing with the toys they left us. The apartment, called the Modern, is cute and funky and has a great location in the center of town within walking distance of mostly everything I'd want to see. Bedroom has some more funky wall art on it. The place was spacious and the bed comfortable, and the bathroom featured a jacuzzi tub. Can't say that I think we'll be doing much in this kitchen. What I think might be my favorite part of the place, look at this balcony, private balcony, looking out on, look at that. The Modern would serve as a home base for the length of my stay. Once Devin and I were settled in, we made a plan of action and began our exploration. Eureka Springs was founded in 1880 in the hills of northwest Arkansas. Native American legends tell of a great healing spring in the area, and the Europeans also attributed magical powers to the waters of the spring. The Crescent Hotel was built in 1886, and the Palace Hotel and Basin Park Hotel were built in 1901 and 1905. The Victorian buildings have been well preserved and form a charming streetscape. Here it is, the Two Dumb Dames Fudge Packery. The Victorian buildings have been well preserved and form a charming streetscape. For Christmas decorations. The entire city is on the National Register of Historic Places as the Eureka Springs Historical District. That was cute. What about this magic shop? Even the local sculptures got in on the mask-wearing phenomenon. Eureka Springs has been called Stair-Step Town because of its mountainous terrain and the winding up and down paths of its streets and walkways. The streets wind around the town and no two intersect at a 90-degree angle, and there are no traffic lights. You can still see a number of the springs preserved around the town. Well, that was exciting. Now that one's an actual spring. Devin and I decided to stop in a dry location and have some handmade pretzel dogs for lunch. The Crescent Hotel was built in 1886 as a high-class destination for the East Coast Victorian elite. It quickly became unmanageable, though, and fell into disrepair, and in 1908 was reopened as the Crescent College and Conservatory for Young Women. The college closed in 1934, and in 1937 the building was reopened as a cancer hospital. This place was built in the late 1800s, I think, the Crescent Hotel. Walking into the Crescent Hotel today is like walking into a classic horror film, and the building is famous for being America's most haunted hotel. This place is so gothic that it even has its own In front of a crackling fire, a house cat sleeps like the dead, seemingly indifferent to the fate of his predecessor. Yes, the cat even has its own little kitty door. Honey? There was no blood pouring from the elevators, but they did lead to a patio with a great view of the rain-shrouded mountains. Nighttime stroll. After sunset, the streets of Eureka Springs become positively magical. Devin and I strolled until hunger took us, then found dinner at a little Thai place. Most of the more traditional type of eateries in Eureka Springs were closed for the winter season, but the warm, inviting atmosphere was just right for a wet, chilly evening. Spring rolls, duck noodles, and chicken curry was the bill of fare, and made a nice end to the day. After dinner, we headed home, where I did some scheduling for work. Then we played gin rummy. Although I won the first round, Devin is quite canny and ended up beating me. I was forced to wash away my shame in a bubbling jacuzzi tub.
This is the life.
Of course, what's a travelogue without an epilogue? A little bit chilly. Feels chillier actually here than it did in Eureka Springs, weirdly enough. Dripping Springs Falls. Here, see some waterfall action. Devin and I decided to break up the road trip and stretch our legs a little bit, enjoying the cascading falls that can be found in this state park.